Okay.
Can we see what those of you at the back, please come out. Cover this board. Don't share solution. Take this one. Those of you at the back, the last section, move forward. You should not be more than 5. Not be more than 5 in the bench. Don't be more than 5. Another person come there. Please spread out. Spread out. 5, not more than 5 on a bench. Please can you stand up and greet the guest lecturer?
Good evening. Thank you. Have your seats, please. Good evening, students. I welcome you all to that session for the WhatNextAfrica classroom conversation. And this evening we have important things to cover. And yes, I'll do my best to stay within a time frame like that. But first of all, before we go into today's session in proper, I would like maybe 2 people, maybe a male or a female, the person from this column and the person from this column, to tell me some key takeaways during the last session. What are the 2 things? Okay, maybe just 1 or 2 that you're able to remember, that you know the experience of how you from the last session. Quickly, because of our time, 2 students, 1 for me, 1 for me, quickly. I think we can go through. Without wasting our time, 2 people. Okay, let's go.
I learned that I should discover my strengths. And how to do that by identifying skill, harmony that skill, and know what and where to implement the skill.
Thank you very much. Okay, someone from this. Someone quickly.
I like that if you focus, you can get things done. But if you prioritize, you can get the right things done.
Give me a round of applause. Okay. Thank you for that. And just as I said earlier, for those that are just entering, I work on you identify with your group. So for those that are not in any group yet, to be fit into your group. Because it's important, the group is important. And okay, but as the session goes on, I will let you know how the group.
I will run with you. If you're going to come back before me again, I know that you are fine. Yes, punch. No, punch in French. No, punch in French.
Okay. Hello. Alex. Since you have quite much to cover today, I'll do well to give you a concise session. So I won't miss out on key points and I won't be too long. Right. So first of all, I believe we have tasks from the last session. Is that correct? We have assignment from the last session. Is that correct? Okay, since you are not answering, is that correct? Okay. So now here is what you do for me. Every week, every session, I mean, just as I mentioned earlier, we were divided into groups. Part of it is part of it. You don't have to be as scared or anything. I intentionally made it like that. And every session there will be a change. There will be another group leader during the next session. Now this is what you'll be doing for me as a group leader. First of all, if there are assignments, you really want to get them before I get there. So I want to be collecting assignments from the group leaders. That's one. Two, you will be the one to, if I give you a group task, you'll be the one to motivate your group members or push them, bring them to have a discussion, ensure they do the assignment. I hope that's not true because you're already turning your head. So that is what you do. So during the next session, we'll appoint another leader. Do you understand? So I guess we have 2 more sessions after this. So now we will have 2 more leaders. So it might be you, prepare, watch, and learn. Okay? So without further much ado, so group leaders, please, after the session, because of our time, you will collect the assignments for me. Now collect them from you. Hello. Please, let's get together. And another thing, listen please, another thing that you do for me is that I noticed that someone used a full scarf sheet. A full scarf for the assignment, but the person only used 2 lines out of the full scarf sheet. And there was no name on the assignment. Please, ensure you write your name, your department, or your class, science. You don't have to just science or your name. Is very important when you're submitting the next assignment. All right, thank you. Let's start with what we have today. The first thing I have on the board, as you can see, was my future. What do I want, or what do you want? You see, the future is a vast and uncharted territory. The future is a vast and uncharted territory that is full of endless possibilities and opportunities. The future is a vast and uncharted territory that is full of endless possibilities and opportunities. Always have that in mind. As you proceed in life, you may find yourself worried, sometimes excited, sometimes apprehensive, sometimes nervous. It depends about what the future holds for you. It happens. Sometimes you just get scared. I heard of the story of a person who, for the fear of what is going to happen or what will lie, if I graduate, what am I going to do in my life? What next for me? As a serving core members, yes, there are some core members that will have that fear. Okay, when I'm done, no more allowances. My parents will feel I'm graduate. No pocket money, no allowance, no aspirations. And what mindset do you need to put on to guide you to navigate your path into the future? Now, listen to me. I'll list them for you, then I'll talk about them briefly. What are the things, what are the mindset, what are the things you have to do to ensure that you have that future, what you desire in class? I'll list them and I'll talk about them so you can take notes. Let me list them first. The first thing is what? You define your goals. You define your goals. The second thing is, the first thing, you define your goals. Second thing is continuous learning. Continuous learning, you have to continuously learn. The third one is building meaningful connections. Building meaningful connections. I know my mouth will always be faster than my hands, so bear with me. The fourth one is realize the power of action. Realize the power of what? Action. The fourth one, strategic planning and execution. Strategic planning. Strategic planning and execution. Strategic planning and execution. We have also embracing failure as a stepping stone. Embracing failure as a stepping stone. The next one is seeking guidance and mentorship. Seeking guidance and mentorship. And the last thing I have here, under my future, what do I want is continuous reflection and what? Adjustment. Continuous reflection and adjustment. Continuous reflection. So I'll go over them quickly once again. The first one is defining your goals. The second one, continuous learning. The third one, building meaningful connections. Realizing the power of action. The fourth. The fifth, strategic planning and execution. The sixth, embracing failure as a stepping stone. 7, seeking guidance and mentorship. And the last one, continuous reflection and what? Adjustment. Okay. Now, under defining your goals, for every traveler, let's say you want to travel. Let's say I want to go on, say, vacation. The first thing is that I know where I'm going to. I'm not just going to go out and say, well, anywhere I end up, that is where I end up. No, I know where I'm going to. So before I step out, I know where I'm going to. I will take the necessary things. I'll pack my bags. Let's say it's a rainy season, and I want to include jackets that can help me from cold. Maybe take class, always warm water, and keep them there. Why? What is the point? What am I telling you? Always start with the end in mind. Always start with the end in mind. That's something every traveler does. You start with the end in mind. Very important that you start with the end in mind. And another thing under defining your goals is that you have to set clear goals. I believe I've talked about that before, and I cannot overemphasize it. What do I mean by setting clear goals? During the first session, I made mention that I gave a scenario where I gave example of two people that someone said, I want to do well in my academics. And the other person said, oh, in my subject, I want to have a grade of, let's say, 90 and above. Now, what's the difference between them? One has a clear goal. That is the way you set it. You don't just say, I want to wake up and be successful. You can ask everybody wants to wake up and be successful. Everybody wants to be rich. Everybody wants to be whoever they want to be. Everybody has desires. Yes. But then you have to be precise. You have to know exactly what you want. Because if you don't know, anything can sway you away. I already mentioned that it's not only unnecessary things that can be distractions. Sometimes choosing between options, choosing can be distractions. Sometimes. Oh, you want to be this, you want to be this, you can't be everything at a time. So you have to have a clear book. Like this is this is first, and this is where I'm going. Very important. And like you always know, you always have in mind. What you always have in mind is that life is not really thing. Things change, circumstances change. You should not be flexible enough. Even though you set your goals, you must be flexible enough. That's how I'm defining your goals. Now I have here continuous learning. Learning is a lifetime thing. You should always know that. Someone said, the day you stop learning is the day you start dying. You have to learn continuously. In the journey of your future, you have to keep learning. There's no time where you stop learning. Even a doctor that went to school and spent 7 years or 9 years, 10 years in school, still learns on the what? On the go. Learning is a lifetime thing. You should always have that in mind. Experiences, your experiences, different experiences you have will be a stepping stone. In your learning process, you face challenges. The first thing is that you have to be curious. You have to keep very curious. You can only get answers when you ask questions. You can only get answers. So, but if you're not curious, you don't want to know why, you don't care. You hardly get any answer, and you hardly want scale up or level up. So you have to keep a curious mind, and always know that every challenge that you face in your learning process is always a stepping stone to the next level. It's always a stepping stone to the next level. Always keep a positive mindset. That's very important too. Another thing is what? Building meaningful connections. Building meaningful connections. This is the way I'll put that. We can always do everything by ourselves. I believe babies should just drop from the sky or the cloud. But if babies, some are annoying, some are friendly, some are good, some are somewhere is there just like, and some you're happy. Yeah. So that's the way it is. So that's the way it is. But amongst all these people, you must know that there are people that can make your life easier. There are people that can accelerate your journey. Among these people, it can even be annoying. So sometimes it's said that annoying people are more honest. But it doesn't really mean they're honest. You just feel like, yes, they express their mind and that's all. But what I'm saying is, you have to look beyond everybody's flaw. You have to study them. You have to look at, oh, this person can actually be of help for me, of help to me in the future. That is learning already. Build meaningful connection. Be optimistic. You have to do what? You have to be optimistic. Don't forget that. You cannot. Someone said something, it sounds funny. To me, it's like a rhyme, but there's little sense in it. It says there's no time that the son of a nobody will become somebody without the opportunity. The truth is, you are yet today. Okay. Today, right? Alright. But the truth is, even here today, I'm sure, if I am to ask you, okay, let me do it quickly because of time, just one person, without waste of time. Can you tell me that up to this point you've reached, it has always been completely on your efforts? You've never had help anyone's help. Please, if you are here, please, you can learn from you. You can learn from you. You can learn from you. At some point in time, you need what? You need people. And you have to build quality people. They say that if you have 5 stupid friends, like the 6th stupid person. No, it has simple as that. No, eventually your company will influence you. As much as I don't want to agree with that, your company will influence you. So if you have 5 people, even if you have definitely. So you have to build meaningful connections. You have to know that the end of life is not within the 4 walls of your school. You have friends today that you might not see again. So keep contact. You know people who are, and you have to keep people around you that can push you, motivate. Life can be overwhelming sometimes. It's the truth. Life can be overwhelming. Sometimes you just tired, you just fed up, you just want to go anywhere, you just want to go anywhere. But you come to around you, just push it. You have to keep people that can push you to do better. People that can keep you on your toes. People that can encourage you when you're, sometimes it's just word of encouragement that you need, that's all. Someone that will just tell you, don't worry, it's going to be okay. As small as that word is, it can go a long way when you're very down. You have to keep meaningful connections. Okay? Not to waste much time. We have what? Realizing the power of action. Realizing the power of action. You can't just wake up and just as I mentioned before that everybody, if I is there anyone here that wants to be unsuccessful? Okay, you want to be you don't want to be successful. Nobody. Okay, is there anyone that wants to be successful? And of course, everybody wants to be successful. But success doesn't come by what? Dreaming. Success doesn't come by what? By dreaming. You have to do things the place, you have to have steps. It is simple. You already set a goal. Very important, right? You already set a goal. That's good. Now, after setting goal, what's the next thing? You have to break them down into bits of actionable steps. Break them down into bits of what? Actionable steps. Books per month. Okay, that's too much. 2 books per month. How do you break it down? Okay, you read 1 book for 2 weeks, right? Okay, how do you break it down further? 25 pages per day. And let's say the maximum pages of book is, let's say, 300. Let's say 300. Maybe you read 25 per day. Let's say just the working day. Monday to Friday. You read 25. By the end of the week, not end of the year, end of the week, you have covered that 125. Is that correct? 125 pages at the end of the week. 125. No, I need working days. I need working days, Monday to Friday. Yes, that would be 125, right? So what's the point? Break them down into bits of actionable steps. Break them down into bits of what? Actionable steps. That's the power of action and strategic planning. Action and strategic planning. Okay? Now, embracing failure as a stepping stone. Embracing failure as a stepping stone. I've been privileged to be a private tutor in Lagos before some years ago. And there's this boy that was tutoring. Something happened one day. We were, I gave him some exercises to do after teaching him. But eventually, he actually failed 2 out of 5. He got 2 wrong out of 5. So when I gave him back the next time, so that ended that day. That ended. Why? The boy was very devastated. He was like, how? That means somehow, I don't know why, but he had this perfection mindset. Everything has to be 100%. It is a very good one. So it was. I was even trying to tell him that I think stop beyond half. Strength psychology. That's what he did. But he did not agree. He was almost crying. He did not agree for me, right? Exactly. He was like, no, it's not supposed to feel it. How to feel it? What happened? If I did not change, I could not continue that way. I was just there talking to him, okay, maybe we'll come around. Now, what's the point? See, failure means different things to everybody. What you consider a failure might not be what I consider a failure. What you see as a failure might not. For example, a failure could be your goal is 90 and then you eat 85. Have you seen it before? Where someone tells you someone is angry because they got 85 and you got 70. No. Are you like no, I'm like, why is this guy angry? I got the 70, he got 85. Well, he's angry that now do you see where it is? He just got angry. Because what? It means he failed and he does not like it. He failed and he does not like it. But one thing you should learn, one thing you should know is that success is not final and failure is not fatal. Success is not final and failure is not fatal. Another thing about success is that success is listen to this and get this once and for all. Listen please and get this once and for all. The opposite of success is not failure. Please listen to me. The opposite of success is not failure. That's the way we see it. That if it's not success, then it's failure. No, they are not what are opposite. But failure is actually a part of the journey to success. It's a part of the journey. You cannot put them differently. Okay, let me put it to you this way. Can you tell me that the first day you were taught something, for every time, whenever you're taught something, immediately you get it and you always get 100%. Sometimes you have to practice and practice and practice. You get it wrong, you practice again. You get it wrong, you practice. That is exactly what it is. It's a part. It is not the opposite of success. No, it is a part of the journey. You should always see it as what a stepping stone. Oh, okay, you got 85 instead of 90. Wow, that should challenge you, not break you down and say, let's finish that. I'm done. No. That's the end. No, it should be a challenge to you that, okay, what did I do wrong? You reflect. Oh, the truth is, something about me is that, and something that you do good for yourself is always be sincere with yourself. Do you understand me? You know, you can be outside and say, this thing, no. And there's this funny thing, I don't know, in higher institution, I don't know if it's here. When students fail a course, let's say they get an E. Listen to what they will say. That lecturer gave me an E. The lecturer gave me an E. But if they get an A, they will say, I got an E. No, man. It's no, man. That means they're not being sincere with themselves. The lecturer gave you an E, but the lecturer did not give you an A. You got an A. So if you can work to get an A, then always work to get an A. Do you understand? So failure is not final. It's a part of the journey. It should challenge you. Something about me, personally for me, whenever I see a score, and people are complaining and reading it, no, I did more than this. No, this is not what I scored. I just start. I'll just sit and say, okay, Jerry. Yeah. No, I didn't prepare for this. No. I didn't do this job. I'm always sincere with myself. It doesn't cost me anything. I can deceive people, but I can never deceive myself. You always know the truth within you. Is it not true? You don't want to do that to boast outside. No. I got this. You know yourself. Don't be sincere with yourself. You want it with yourself. You want it with yourself. That's so simple. Yes. Okay. You see, I'm not saying. Okay, let's put it this way. Darkness is not the opposite of light. Do you agree? It's just the absence of light. So just in the perspective I want you to have, do you understand? So once you have like this, it's just the perspective I want to have, because that's the low push. It's not stop you. We have seen people that tried something like the person that invented it, what's the name? How many times did he try? 999 times. You see, Jesus, how will you do something 999 times? But look at it. Hello. That's what I think is 99. So imagine you doing something 99 times over. No, look at what the innovations that later come about just because of what you found. If you are giving up at some point, you don't know what it look like today, but you persisted. That's the mindset I want to keep. Do you understand? Okay, I guess I'm running out of time. I'll move faster now. Please just pay attention so that I can get to you. Can you see this? We're still on the first one, but don't worry, I'll try to cover that. So please be attentive so that you can get everything. Now, seeking guidance and mentorship. I'll just give you a quote for that one. Seeking guidance and mentorship. And what's the quote? It says, better than 1,000 days of a diligent student is 1 day with a great teacher. Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is 1 day with a great teacher. I'll take it again. Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is a day with a great teacher. What does that mean? Imagine you didn't come to school and you picked up physics textbook yourself. I'm certain it will take you, if when your teacher explained it took you that day, or let's say a little practice. If you were to do that by yourself, it will take you more than a month. But you have to struggle with it. You have no idea. You just keep struggling. Why am I not getting it? What's the problem? Why is this thing going like this? But the teacher just comes in and says, just put this one here. And you're like, wow. You know that feeling? Exactly. And you're like, wow. So don't forget, that's why you always appreciate your teachers. Always appreciate them. It's important. Because if you were to let alone, let's be together, please. Because if you were to be left alone to do that by yourself, it will take you, if not 10 times longer than it's supposed to take. So why did I put it on that seeking guidance and mentorship? It is good to build on the wisdom of others. It will be foolish to now say you want to invent electricity or you want to invent a bulb. It has been done. Do something. Don't waste your time. It is good to build on the wisdom of others. Always know that. When someone has treaded a path before, it's good to ask them questions. Don't be proud. Feel humble. Listen. In school, back in school, I don't say this one is very good, this one is very good, no. Yes, I know the ability. Don't forget it. Don't get me wrong. But I know who to meet if I need help in a particular course. There's no need to say, I know, Alisa, I know more than you. Please, just imagine the head of boxing and I just say, oh, ladies, please, I'd like to sit here. Anybody. Okay, someone that has traded the past. Seek was guidance and meet your teachers. They know more than you. Beyond what they are teaching in class, they have no experience than you. Someone charged, was it $1,000 for a job he did in 1 minute? And the person who is supposed to pay now say, you are done? Yes. Wait, no, he said, no, I can't pay $1,000. Why not? He said, you did it in 1 minute. Before I could do it in 1 minute, you know, always react people and discuss it within your group. So let's move quickly to the second one. So I guess I have to move very fast now. Okay. So we have cultivating satisfaction in the vision of your future. Cultivating satisfaction in the future of your future. Okay. Now, as you plan your future, you may find yourself at a juncture where envisioning satisfaction becomes paramount. Okay, let me mention something. Under realizing the power of action. Okay, listen, please, listen. I wrote something here that is very important. I don't want to miss. Realizing the power of action. Now, there are three stages that I feel have another perspective to. The first thing is what? Everything gets better with time. I agree, but I have another perspective to it. Everything gets better with time. That's the first thing. The second thing is the distance between here and there is steep, right? When you write it out, here and there is steep. And someone said the T is what? Time. And the difference between here, where you are presently, and there, where you are going is time. See, I agree, but I have another perspective. And the last one I have here is what? Time is money. Time is money. I agree with that too, but I have another perspective. Someone said, if you say time is money, have you ever gone to price a car and they tell you it costs 3 days or it costs 1 year? So what is my other perspective about these three quotes? The first one, time is money. This time between here and there is time. And what's the last one? Everything gets better with time. Now, we have science students here, right? What is work? First time, distance. Thank you. Distance. That means if I take, what's your name?